Hi, evening everybody, and welcome to the Titanic. And we should have been on full screen, but that's all right. Welcome to the Titanic. We're doing issue 36 tonight.
First one of the year.
First one of the year for one. Yes. We'll try and get it all done. If I hit any problems with the engines, I may have to then look at them off screen because we're going to get these metal bits in and turned, and I got some lifters off Mark and I haven't brought them across with us. So.
Whoops. He is getting old.
So if I have some problems, I may have to do that later off screen later on, but we'll try and get as much done as we can. And before I move on and introduce everything, I'd like to say to a friend of mine, Crafty Chris, I hope you get well soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'll introduce who she are. Well, you can see who she are, but I might as well do the introduction. So we'll do this one next to us first.
Hi everyone, and Happy New Year. Yes, everyone.
I still prefer drunk Dano to sober Dano.
I don't get drunk. I have never seen us drunk.
He's more talkative when he's drunk.
He's loud when he's drunk.
Yeah.
I
think Julie missed that, did you?
Yeah.
I did.
I'll say hi everybody. Welcome to the first Titanic of 2023. There is a mod if your thrust box doesn't line up, and you can get the mod from Parkwork Upgrades, either as a free download if you have a 3D printer, or Ian is doing it at cost. So if you don't line up, then there is a mod for it.
Yeah, so good evening, everyone. I'll be reading out the chat tonight. So, like I always say, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Yeah, and there's quite a bit chat there for you, Julie.
There is, yeah.
So we'll get the camera sorted out, you.
Yep, I will. So I've got Dean first, is that right?
That's who I've got.
Right, so we've got D says, and a good evening, Julie. Evening, D.
Hang on a minute. I've got this one.
Oh.
Evening, Geordie,
Evening,
Dano and Mark.
Dano and Mark.
That was at 1:10 this afternoon.
I got his next one at 7:32. That one.
Right.
So good evening, Julie. So yeah. And then we've got Mary. She says, evening again, everybody on chat. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Hey.
And we've got Warren saying, hi, all. Good luck tonight, Dad. Hi, Warren.
Hi, Warren.
Hey, Warren.
And we've got Horlicks saying, good evening, Dano. Good luck with the build. Hi, Horlicks.
Hey, Alex.
Hi, Horlicks.
And then we've got Todd saying, hello and good evening, all. Evening, Todd.
Hi, Todd.
And we've got Steve saying, evening, good people of chat. Evening, Steve.
Evening, Steve.
Was it right?
We've got Dave Mark saying, good evening again, everybody. Good luck with your build, Dave and Dano, and good evening to Mark and Julie. Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Dave.
And we've got Todd saying, happy New Year. Yes, happy New Year, Todd. And we've got Jay saying, good evening, all. Hope everyone is okay and well. Hi, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
And we've got D saying, different comments on different iPad. Oh, yeah, that could be. Yeah. So that is chat for now.
Okay. Ready for the pause check?
Okay, we'll just go full screen.
Yeah, done it. Okay, so your parts are, this is issue 36, which is the steam turbine, and part 36A is engine room floor section stern.
Yep.
Okay. 36B is steam pipe A.
It's one of those ones.
Okay. 36C is steam pipe B. 36D is condenser port side.
It's one of these ones.
Okay. 36 is turbine base.
What was that noise?
Oh, you went a bit crackly there.
Yeah.
Read that again.
Sorry, 36E is turbine base.
Yeah.
Okay, 36F is condenser starboard. Okay, 36G is steam pipe C. 36H is steam pipe D. Okay, 36I is central turbine. And then you should have some 11 2.3 times 5mm AP screws.
All screws are in their tray.
And then you should have 9 2.3 times 4mm EM screws.
EM and AP.
Okay. Step 1 then is take the turbine 36I and the two condensers 36D and 36F. Note that the letters circled in blue are marked on the condensers to help you identify the left port and right starboard condensers. Fit the condensers on each side of the turbine so that the screw holes are aligned. Fix the condensers in place using 2 AP screws for each condenser.
AP screws.
Yes, AP screws.
So we said one.
Yeah.
AP.
AP.
That down. Still slack.
Go. Other way.
It's easier I get around with these plates. Got to push this through.
Yeah.
Tighten these down. Still a bit clean. Okay. Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Step 2. Fit the D-shaped peg on steam pipe 36H into the hole in steam pipe 36G. This is a push-fit connection. Similarly, fit the D-shaped peg on part 36B into the hole in part 36C. The remaining photo below shows all the parts assembled.
Let's take it.
This is the one that you had in your hand. They both look the same. Oh, right then.
Right, I'll get these couple of chats that we've had in. So Steve says, at Warren, have you got the match on the other telly? So Steve's asking Warren. And then Todd says, I wonder what colour these condensers were in real life. Surely not silver.
Probably. Okay, so step 3 is the assembled steam pipes have to be fitted to the assembly from step 1. Fit the pegs on the ends of the pipes 36B, 36C, 36H and 36G into the holes as indicated above.
No, this is what I would have been.
All that just put two pipes into a box.
Hold on. This is what I done it last time. I done it the wrong way around, and I've done it again.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah, it looks about right. If you face it towards you.
Oh, no.
No.
It's this way. Better.
No. Good job, just push this.
That's better. But they've got to go.
You need to be on camera.
They got to go into the engine on top. Sorry if I was off. Was off camera. I was putting them in.
A little bit, but I don't think it was noticeable.
Well, I just went in there. Now you've got to make sure you've got that the right orientation and that them. But the push fit, so if you make a mistake, you can pull the boot. So
yeah. Okay.
I think that's finished with it.
Yeah, so I've got to get the engine's ports down to the top. So there's any more chat? Well, I'll get this down.
There's just one more in. I'll just get this then. So we've got D says, evening to Steve 131.
Okay, before we start, there's a thing in here that says important advice. We now start work on fitting and testing the 2 reciprocating engines. It is important to ensure that all parts are correctly fitted at each stage. Check that your model matches the photos exactly. You must handle the model parts very carefully as there are many delicate parts that can easily come adrift. Work in a clear area. We suggest you cover the work surface with an old sheet so that you can easily see small parts and screws. Right, step 4 is take the engine room floor 26H and thrust block assembly from issue 34. Fit the turbine base 36E to the floor. 3 screw sockets on the base of part 36E fit into the 3 screw holes in part 26H between the 2 ribs. Turn the assembly over so you can fix part 36E in place with 3 AP screws. I mean, that's belt and braces really for putting 3 screws in.
No, they could have just put a pitted bloody 2.
And then there's other ties that don't do enough to just stable it.
See, that holds on 1.
Yeah.
Right, we've had a bit more chatting, so I'll get this. Horlick says, really is looking amazing. I want one. If only I had the space and wasn't living in a rabbit hutch. Oh, no. And Steve says, hello, Sadie, wherever you are.
Probably on the Roman model builders.
Yeah, usually is D.
I think Horlicks would love this model with the electrics and everything.
Tell you what, you would love the Bismarck. Oh, Bismarck's full electrics. This will have nothing compared to the Bismarck.
Well, you've got to think. This was a cruise ship. That's a battleship.
Yeah.
They're not going to have guns and all
Okay,
that.
that bit's on. We're putting this bit on now.
Yep.
Okay, so step 5 is fit the 3 recessed screw sockets on the aft end of the upper side of the floor part 36A over the screw sockets on the underside of the engine room floor 26H. Fix in place with 3 AP screws, and it says circled above.
Got a bit more chat. I'll just get this. So Horlick says, mind you, if I didn't live in a hutch, I would then be able to pay for the models. Oh no. And D says, no, the model builders and Geordies. So over on 2 is D.
Sorry, I'm having to swing this around and run just to make room.
You've also got to be so careful that you don't break anything off the thrust blocks.
Yeah. And as these foils get bigger, it's going to be harder to get on camera.
Mm-hmm.
One more screw. And then it comes to the port I'm ready. Stop shaking, Dave. Thank you.
Also, I think it's time to thank everybody that nominated us for Best Part Work Facebook group for the Northern Model Builders. So thank you.
Okay.
Right, okay. So step 6. In the next steps, you will have to fit the 2 reciprocating engines to the floor of the engine room. Before proceeding, make sure that the engine has been assembled correctly. In particular, check that there is no gap between the feet of the columns and the catwalk around the base of the engine. If there is a gap, you can correct it by following step 7. Step 7. I call this a we cocked up sheet.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and flipping the knackered.
yeah. So step 7 is if there is a gap at the base of the columns, turn the engine upside down and remove the FM screws. Place on one side so that you can use them to replace the base. Remove the AP screws and place on one side, taking care not to confuse them with the FM screws. Remove the base and check the orientation of the piece. 3P. On the port engine or 29H on the starboard engine, there is a small hump on this piece which must be positioned at the rear of the assembly next to the flywheel. If it is the wrong position, middle right, which was the wrong position because they got the wrong position in the magazine, remove the screws and turn it around, fixing it in place again with the same screws below right. Refit the base using the same screws and the base of the columns should be flush with the catwalk. 8. Also check the orientation of the flywheel 3N for port engine and 29E starboard engine. The hubs on each side of each flywheel are slightly different in diameter. The side with the smaller diameter should be fitted on the end of the crankshaft near right. The side with the smaller diameter also has a slightly longer shaft. The photo on the far right indicates the spacing between the flywheel and the engine. Check that all the pipes and details around the reciprocating engines have stayed in correct positions. Step 9. 1. You have to completed all these checks. Take the port reciprocating engine and place it on the floor of the engine room 26H. Raised screw sockets on the base of the engine fit into the recessed screw holes in the floor, and there are central pegs at each end to help ensure correct fitting. The hub of the flywheel has to fit against the open end of the thrust block. Secure the reciprocating engine in place with 4 EM screws. Make sure that the screws are fully tightened. Blooming heck.
And breathe. Wow.
Engine on and hope for the best.
Oh, gosh. Right, I'll get some of these bits of chat we've had in. So Steve says, Horlicks, even a 172 Titanic is big.
Mm.
And then Horlicks says, LOL, yeah, these part works keep getting bigger and bigger. And Todd says, ooh, they fixed their earlier mistake in this issue.
Yes, that's what I was saying about that piece being the wrong way around when we put it on. But I think anybody with any, knows that it was the wrong way around and put it on correctly.
Yeah. D says, what was that, Mark? Got lost on first sentence, LOL. And then Horlick says, and breathe, LOL. Say that all again, Mark. Didn't get any of that, LOL.
You know what? A week ago, I wouldn't have been able to do that because I had that awful chest infection that I had over Christmas.
Yeah.
That one in.
That's one engine in.
Okay, step 10. To test the movement of the engine, take one of the shafts, 35J. Note that one end has a shorter tab circled in red above. Fit this end of the shaft through the thrust block and into the D-shaped socket in the flywheel. If you have difficulty fitting the shaft, it may help to loosen the thrust block slightly. Twist the shaft both clockwise and anti-clockwise to ensure the crankshaft is turning freely.
Can I help? Not get in. I think it's too low. I think it's. And I think I'll loosen this a bit.
This is where my mod comes into can come in to help if it's the thrust block is too low. Like I said, there is a mod on Partwork Upgrades that I designed that will higher the thrust block, not too much, but will then help to make sure that the rod goes into place on the flywheel.
Mine needs a new flywheel. The flywheel was knackered on mine. I still can't get it in.
We're too low down.
I don't know.
Yes, you feel it.
I can't feel it. I said this is where we may hit the problem.
Yeah.
I may have to work this offline.
Do you want to put the other engine in or leave the other engine and then come back?
I'll get the other engine. I might get the other engine working.
Yeah.
I think it's just. It's so tiny. You're frightened to lift it in case you can pull any parts off.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to take the whole first thing off.
I'm just going to show you this while you're doing that. I'm just going to put this up. So this is the mod if your thrust box doesn't fall into place. Like I said, it's a free download of the STL file if you have a 3D printer, or Ian will do it for cost.
Right, well, I can't get that end one in. I'm going to have to work on that one. I may have to take the thrust block off and put them on.
Yeah, okay.
So what we'll do is
Right, so step 11 is similarly fit the starboard engine. Again, the screw sockets have to be aligned, and there is a peg at the center of the forward end of the motor to help to ensure the engine is fitting the right way around. Fix the engine in place securely with 4 EM screws. Test the workings of the engine with shaft 35K, loosening the thrust block if necessary when all is working. Tighten the thrust blocks again. I mean, I did the mod because mine were just not aligning up at all. So, and then, like I said, I'm a big community person, so I shared it to Ian, and so if anybody has a problem, that they can rectify the issue.
if you wondered why I got the tweezers out, on these thrust blocks at the side there's some little pipes there.
Mm-hmm.
You got to watch them when you're pushing this down, that you don't jam them underneath.
Yeah.
So the tweezers pull them out. Then it just drops straight into place. Right, it's now flipping it over and holding it while I put this.
Could you not put the rod to first? Then would that not know that?
Could Dano not hold it for you while you screw it down?
Daniel could load the screws on for us.
Need oil.
I could have done with something. Down here, no, it's in. Okay, let's see the oil. There you go. It's like being a surgeon, this. Screwdriver nurse. Forceps nurse.
Forceps, that'd be midwife.
Aye.
Yeah.
Well, we're giving birth to a Titanic engine.
A positive nurse.
This is a positive nurse.
No, not going there.
No, this is not like putting a suppository in a hole.
How would you need forceps for a suppository? Please tell me.
No.
Well, it got stuck in it while to get it out. It wouldn't melt. Somebody got a suppository mixed up with a thing. Daddy, this is frigging crap.
Johnny, we have a lady present.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Jimmy.
Please. We have a lady present now on this show.
Sorry, got a suppository mixed up with a Viagra pill, aye.
Right. This is going south too quickly. It's sinking like the Titanic.
Right, that's it. There you go. Now. The series good. He's doing this. I can't get this screwing. Now, can I get this last screw in? We're laughing. And the demagnetizer. And the bloody thing's lost its magnification.
Do you want to bring them comments up?
Do I dare?
I think you're gonna click the pod round the ear.
Right. Dee says, not again. And Holic says, no, run, Julie, run. And Todd says, "What lady? Where?" LOL.
Oh, sorry, Dan. I've got to go off your edge.
And Dee says, "Can I block Geordie?" LOL. Oh no.
No.
Oh dear.
Oh, I'm getting blocked now of D. Oh, God.
On your own channel.
On my own channel. I'm getting blocked on my own channel.
Come on.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
push for it.
No, it's not. I've got a pipe come off. I don't know where to come off.
Get this other one from Todd. I think Julie can handle these boys just fine. Haha. Yes.
Yeah, she's a Yorkshire lass, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that one's in now. Let's try this recipe. This engine.
And we've had another one in from D. Says, "No, I'll ask Mark to do it." LOL. Oh no. And then another one. D says, "Todd, I believe you."
God, me, how'd you get these in? Well, I don't want to do any remarks out on anybody here. Only I can make the remarks. This one's right, doing it just. Won't go in.
Tell you the truth, it can't be as bad as some of the things that the HTM guys were coming out with on Sunday.
It's another one that's not fitting.
That's 2 thrust blocks you need to put on.
Yeah.
It looks like it, but that one looks lower down. It just. I should have took note of which way it was run. Fine. No, I thought it felt as it was in, but it's not. I'm just going to do a little bit of adjustments here. Slacken that off.
Right, hang on. Let's get some of the. Right, one says, "I take no responsibility. My steering shaft was stiff. That's all." And then we've got Horlick saying, "Yes, Mark, LOL, was going south there too." Yes.
I blame it on the merriment of getting rid of 2022 and starting 2023.
Yes, that one's in.
Hey, and working.
There you go. And that one's in and it's working. You might just be to see it turning.
Yeah, I could see it turning.
Yeah.
I had to slacken that off a bit, but I'll tell you, it's a waste of time. You know, I'm going to have to do it all again when I get the other port. Because the minute I release this, it's just probably going to jump out.
Yeah, I just put that plate on and see if that helps it. So step 12, which I don't think you're probably going to do if you're going to remove the thrust blocks, but step 12 is fit the free ends of pipes 32I and 34E into the holes at the base of the columns as shown. This is easier if you use tweezers.
Yeah,
they've kind of done that.
They've kind of just popped it in anyway.
Right, so hang on a minute, because I'm just sharing my screen.
That's it.
So it's basically putting these pipes onto the engine, but if you're going to be removing the thrust block because you don't line up, there's no real point in doing that
What
at
this?
this stage.
No, that's those bits.
Oh, they have done them.
No.
They've automatically drop in, and that'll go in there
Okay.
eventually.
Okay, so that is completed work. The engine room is beginning to take shape. Store the turbine assembly carefully until it is needed.
So it's when we fit the gearbox in, is going to hold this in place, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, well, you've got some tabs that go over the rod anyway.
Oh, yeah, because I've got the other rods up there, but
The other rod.
but
This year. That's what we needed it.
and this one, as I say, this one is not. That one is not plain ball. That one's just not plain ball. And I've lifted it up a bit now. But that's the way it's going to go when it has that one in.
Do we show in the next lot?
Hmm.
I'm confused.
Okay.
I've showed them that last.
Okay, issue 37 will be a motor.
That's going to be a quick issue.
Yep.
But we're done issue 37.
I haven't done issue 30.
We have. There it is. There it is. You're not.
Oh,
That's not looking at then. That was a quick issue. The other. So,
yeah, we've done issue 37, haven't we?
Have we?
Yeah.
Why didn't we put the engine
Oh,
in?
yes. Oh, yes, because I had problems with the engines, didn't I? And I says, well, I'll have to go back and do 36.
yeah.
Yes. So we've done 37. So the next one is 38.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Which is
Putting it all together.
putting it all together.
Yeah. Yeah. And I said I had problems with this.
Yes, 36 was a couple of weeks ago. Then we did 37. So we've just basically finished off 36.
Yeah. 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 Unless that's 236s we're done, is it?
You've done yours. You have to do yours online.
Well,
And this was the one that you put it.
well, it makes yours because I had to get yours done in anyway. So if we have done it twice, we've done it twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, right, I need to go to the bandit.
Just turn camera over.
Yeah.
Right, I'll get these bits of chat then while you're changing cameras. So Dee says, language please, Todd, LOL. And then Todd says, it was fine and nice. Then Mark joined and all hell broke loose, LOL.
I was there right from the beginning.
So Mark's to blame for it.
Dave says, good work, Dave. And that is chat.
I
Well,
was
it's what-
there right from the beginning of that live stream, right to the end of that live stream.
Well, the thing is, Dee and Todd, you know, it's every time I see Mark, I think of suppositories.
Will you stop? Will you? You don't even do that anymore.
Oh, dear.
It's going down Yorkshire for you.
Oh, I'm upset. I'm not doing it anymore.
You don't even do that in your job anymore.
I know I don't do that with my job anymore.
Your missus it, so she's going to come down.
The sack is I couldn't see the hole.
Oh, dear. Right, we've had a couple of comments in, so I'll get these. Dave Mack says, great work, Dave. Those shafts were a pain to get in. Great show. Well done, all. Thank you, Dave.
Well,
Thank you.
thanks, Dave. Well, hopefully by next week I'll have that shaft sorted out. I'll show you it before we put it together.
Yeah. Oops, wrong one.
But unfortunately, on my model, I'm out because in issue 3, when I told me to glue that thing on, that green bit on, I glue mine on, and when I've gotten the shafts, the shaft won't fit in. So I'm waiting for Horseshed to send us a whole new piece. I've had to strip my engine down. So I'm stuck with my model until Horseshed decided, and I've heard out of stock on issue 3.
Oh. So Todd says, I gotta say, nice work, Geordie. I'm kind of dreading all the tiny engine details.
Oh, I'll tell you the truth though, Todd, it's so worth doing it all. When it's finished.
Put a couple of tablets in.
The way I'm looking at it though, because as I say, I think from issue 40 we'll start moving on to the rest of the model. So even if I've got to put my engine aside for a couple of months, at least I can carry on working with the other model, because I think it's going to be a long time before we actually fit this into the model.
Aye.
Yeah.
We haven't even built the bow section for that piece yet.
Yeah. Todd says, I just hope Geordie wasn't using his fingers. Oh, no, please. Dee says, end of the show. Let's take chat south, LOL. No. And we've got DS Novels and Vintage saying, hey guys, wow, that's great work, especially live building. Well done. Yes.
So,
and that is chat.
Right, now that I've lost I've lost 100 subscribers.
I'm not bothered about this. Is going to the Northern Model Builders YouTube channel. Anyway, I'll do my goodbyes first then. So fantastic build, nice to be back in 2023 after the Christmas break, and yeah, I'll catch you all on the next one next week.
Yep.
Right.
Judy?
Yeah, I'll just get these last bits of chat and then I'll say my goodbyes. So Todd says, heading to the seafloor with this one. End it quick. Yeah. Todd says, love you all.
Oh, dear.
And Horlick says, keep it up north. Don't bring it to me. No. And Dee says, night to Todd. And Dee says, good night, Geordie, Dano, Mark, and Julie. Great stream. See you all tomorrow night. And then we've just got one from Steve. See you tomorrow night, Dee. So, yeah, I still say my goodbyes. Thank you for having me on again. And lovely chat. And, yeah, so I'll say good night from me.
Oh, we've made you smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a thing of the Geordie humour.
You do know you two are probably being kicked off the craft show now for life.
No, she's got inviters on the box since Gillian's got on. You go, Dano.
Yeah, good issue tonight. See you all again. I've got my Eddie Stavros tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So see you all then.
Okay, thanks everybody for I'm too kind now for joining us. You know, we're not like this every week. It's just I thought, yeah, a little bit fun there tonight, just to break the ice for the year. Back to seriousness next week. So I hope everybody enjoyed that build and didn't take any offence to that little bit of fun we had. So and good night from me. And right, he's doing the most.
You never read that.
Huh?
You never read that.
Oh, tomorrow we'll see you tomorrow night with Daniel with these Eddie Stobbard, 7 o'clock.
Night.
Hey, dog.
Night.
Kayla doesn't have one.
We're still live.